Good to see you all. Appreciate you coming out to see one of the great traditions, of course, in American democracy. I, of course, voted for Donald Trump and myself. So did my wife, and we also, for all the locals out there, we voted for Bernie Moreno for the United States Senate. And if you want the policies of Donald J. Trump in the United States Senate, then Bernie Moreno is the only candidate in this race who I think is the candidate of peace and prosperity for the United States Senate. So, look, I think our message is, first of all, we do expect to win, but obviously no matter who wins, half the country, as you said, is going to be at least partially disappointed. I think my attitude is the best way to heal the rift in the country is to try to govern the country as well as we can, create as much prosperity as we can for the American people, and remind our fellow Americans that we are all fundamentally on the same team however we voted. I certainly hope you vote for Donald J. Trump today. I think that his policies are going to promote peace and prosperity for our citizens. But if you vote the wrong way, in my view, I'm still going to love you. I'm still going to treat you as a fellow citizen. And if I am lucky enough to be your vice president, I'm going to fight hard for your dreams and for your family over the next 4 years.
As you guys know, it is now voting time for you guys in America, bro. So basically, I'm showing you guys this video. Why? Because JD Vance has now voted. He's made it announced. He's said that he's voted for himself and Trump, obviously. And he's had his last little talk before the votes come in and we see who will be the president of the United States of America, bro. The reason why I'm reacting to this, I have a reason, trust me. The reason why I'm reacting to this is because I want to get all sides of the scope. I want to get every single person who's has an interest and has a say in what goes on in America right now. I want to see what everyone's opinion is before the election happens. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below right now. This is JD Vance speaking to reporters after casting his vote in Cincinnati, Ohio, by the way. So bro did it in Ohio, which is okay. Look at him with his little walk. Let's see what he's got to say.
Hey guys, good morning. Good to see you all. Appreciate you coming out to see one of the great traditions, of course, in American democracy. I, of course, voted for Donald Trump and myself. So did my wife, and we also, for all the locals out there, we voted for Bernie Moreno for the United States Senate. And if you want the policies of Donald J. Trump in the United States Senate, then Bernie Moreno is the only candidate in this race who I think is the candidate of peace and prosperity for the United States Senate. So I hope people will get President Trump over the finish line. I hope people here in Ohio will get Bernie Moreno over the finish line. Look, I feel good. You never know until you know, but I feel good about this race. I felt good about my own race a couple of years ago when I voted in this exact same spot. Hopefully it goes as well for President Trump and me as it went for me a couple of years ago in the state of Ohio. So
guys, while you guys are watching this, I want you guys to get in the comment section down below. Let me know who you're voting for and why as well. It's interesting, like I just want to know, bro. I vote for, if I was to vote, which I can't vote, but obviously I'm from the UK, but I would vote Trump. Reason for me voting Trump is just seeing and studying Kamala Harris, bro. Really just nothing really going on. Like a lot of just word salad. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like there's just nothing really going on. She says she's done this, she says she's done that, or she's going to do this, she's going to do that. She's been in power for 3.5 years and she's still done nothing. And she keeps saying, and every time she's asked a question, which I hate this about Kamala, every time she's asked a question, she always goes back to Trump. Even when the question is not about Trump, she always goes back to Trump. So yeah, that's my opinion.
So appreciate you guys being here. Happy to take a few questions. You obviously can see my kids bouncing around here. There's Usha. And you know, we'll take a few questions, but we're going to hit the road, go back home, and then head off to Palm Beach.
Senator, regardless of the results tonight, half the country probably won't be satisfied with the results.
Sure.
What's your message to them, potentially your supporters, if it doesn't go the way that they wanted it to?
Well, look, I think our message is, first of all, we do expect to win, but obviously no matter who wins, half the country, as you said, is going to be at least partially disappointed. I think my attitude is the best way to heal the rift in the country is to try to govern the country as well as we can, create as much prosperity as we can for the American people, and remind our fellow Americans that we are all fundamentally on the same team however we voted. I certainly hope you vote for Donald J. Trump today. I think that his policies are going to promote peace and prosperity for our citizens. But if you vote the wrong way, in my view, I'm still going to love you. I'm still going to treat you as a fellow citizen. And if I am lucky enough to be your vice president, I'm going to fight hard for your dreams and for your family over the next 4 years.
Senator, do you have an opinion on who will fill your Senate team
No, look, I'm way too superstitious to think about those things. Let's get this election
Yeah.
over the finish
Step
line.
by step.
Let's make Donald J. Trump the president-elect,
Yep.
and then we'll worry about what happens afterwards.
Yep.
No, actually, he called me about 3 in the morning, apparently from the plane headed from Michigan to Palm Beach last night. I was in bed at the time. I haven't been able to talk to him this morning. I was going to call him as soon as I woke up, but when I realized that he got back home around 5:30 last night, I decided hopefully he's asleep, and so I'm not going to call him. I'll certainly talk to him probably on the way to the airport or when we land.
Sir, you grew up 20 miles away, Middletown, now you're standing here. Maybe in a few hours you'll be the next vice president.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
That's crazy. In a few hours, he may be. It's crazy. The world is crazy, bro. Things can switch. Power can switch just like that, and it's such a quick instance, bro. In a few hours, he could be vice president. He could be one of the most powerful people in the world, bro. Isn't that crazy though? Like, I'm really deep in it right now.
In that moment, here to here, and possibly second in command.
Look, it's an amazing thing. My heart is just overwhelmed with gratitude to the generosity of the American people. The fact that I'm standing here is very much a testament to the fact that we live in the greatest country in the history of the world. The fact that I have a beautiful wife and 3 beautiful kids is more importantly a testament to the fact that we live in the greatest country.
He does
in the
love
world.
bringing up
So,
that beautiful
I
family
think
of
that
his.
What today represents is an opportunity to pay
As
down
he should.
the debt that I owe to this country. And if I am the vice president, I'm going to work as hard as I can to pay down that debt. I don't think I'll ever be able to return what this country has given to me, but I'm going to try. But we have to win first.
Sir,
I hope they win.
You know, my most important message is we ought to argue, disagree about, persuade each other about politics. That's part of the natural process. But we can't discard friends and we can't discard family members. I think that if we all just recognize this basic principle, that we ought to love people, we ought to be friends with people, we ought to be family members with people, regardless of their politics, that would do a lot to heal the division. I know myself, I've had a lot of friends, not a lot, I've had a few friends who have cast their friendship aside because I decided that I wanted Donald J. Trump to be the winner in the last election and in this election. I think that's a tragedy, and I'm not going to follow that example. I'd say to everybody, whether you're voting for Donald Trump or voting for Kamala Harris, remember, friends and family, that stuff is what really, really matters. We ought to be kind to one another. We ought to treat each other with respect.
Facts.
And fundamentally, what we're trying to do, President Trump and I, is just build the kind of country where our fellow Americans can achieve their dreams. But that's all of our fellow Americans, regardless of who they vote for. We'll take one more question.
I don't think you're gonna hear that from Kamala Harris. I really do not think that. I genuinely think if she's, just like Obama said, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris and you're black, what are you doing, bro? Your mother will be disappointed in you. Just like Obama said, all right. It's the same situation here though. Like, Kamala Harris is not speaking anything like that, saying, yeah, both sides, vote for both sides. However, bro, this is why you should vote for us. If you want your country to be like this, vote for us. If you want your country to not be like this and be governed by other people who can have their own type of things going on, do that too. I like that. I like the way he's speaking around instead of so direct as, yo, Kamala's a... You feel? You get what I'm trying to say? This is why I like JD Vance. He's very articulate and he's very, like, down to earth, bro. He's the most down to earth. To be honest, he's more down to earth than Donald Trump. To be honest. Definitely needs to be president. For sure.
No, I'm not too worried about that. Look, one outlier poll doesn't change what we've seen on the ground. We feel very good about the energy. We feel very good about the early vote. But ultimately, the ball is in the courts of the American people. Today is the day. If you don't want an open border, vote for Donald Trump. If you want to get back to low inflation and affordable groceries, vote for Donald Trump. If you want to return the world to peace and stability, vote for Donald Trump. That's my pitch to voters. I really do believe that we can have a golden age of prosperity in the United States of America, but voters are going to ultimately make that choice. I don't worry about any one poll. I think that we're going to win. I really do, but ultimately the voters make that decision. We'll see what they think about this by the end of the day, hopefully. God bless you guys. Thank you.
Amazing.
You ready?
Is that his wife? Is his wife Indian? This is my first time seeing this, genuinely, but is his wife Indian? Is that his wife? fair enough, bro. This is why he is how he is, bro. Because he's not so. All right, let's not go into this, bro. Because let's not get into this. But you know, like I'm trying to, if you know, you know. But this is why he's so down to earth, so open minded. Because he's not, you don't see this from a white man. Usually, bro. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff. Just a nice, happy family, man. Well, guys, that is his last speech before we will see who is going to become president and vice president. This is gonna be the difference between, bro. It's crazy because to you guys probably will see it before me. I'm definitely gonna drop a video. I'm definitely gonna drop my opinions and drop loads of videos on this, bro, for sure. But you guys are gonna see it before me. I'm probably gonna be asleep when the election happens, but I'm gonna wake up and we're gonna see who becomes president. Absolutely, it's crazy stuff, bro. It really is, bro. It really is. Like I said, guys, let me know who you're voting for and why. Like, subscribe, comment down below. I gotta get this video up because yeah, you guys are gonna have to see this today. Like, subscribe, comment down below, notifications, and catch you guys in the next one. We're out. Peace.
Bye. Have a great time.